well, life happens, things happen, situations happen, but I had to kind of gravitate more towards people who resonated with what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's important in whatever and anything you're like pursuing. You know, you gotta roll with the people that are doing what you want to do. You know?
Yeah, hands down. Because like I even know that like personally because like if I really stuck with it and being as consistent as I am right now, back in 2016, like you'll be hearing like I'll be like hearing my name come up a lot more often at least. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it's also because of your surrounding people. You know, I wasn't surrounded by the crowd. Like everybody I was surrounded with, maybe up until this day, pretty much was like interested in other shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not until this whole quarantine came up, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm isolated, so fuck it. You know, like what other excuse to have now? You know what I'm saying? And
right.
so
and
yeah, man.
That's pretty dope that you took that initiative and you're doing this like we're across the country. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a dope initiative. Nothing's really stopping you from doing that. Mm-hmm. So like I also had started when this whole quarantine was first going down. I had started this thing called Sample Flip Sundays, which basically I go on live and I have people jump on my live and then I flip through samples, whichever one everybody's fucking with that they're commenting. I just flip that one and I make it into a beat.
That's wild. Yeah, hell yeah. See, I didn't know about that. That's just wild.
I kind of like put it down for a little bit because I felt like there's a lot of things going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was not distasteful, but it just ain't the time for it. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and place for everything, and I feel like right now we need to pay attention to what's going on. You know? Yeah,
hands down. Like I even took a break off releasing interviews for like 2 weeks. Because like I was releasing for like every other day, like up until that point, and once that thing started going down, I had to let people know like, hey, like I'm pushing everything back. I don't know for how long just yet, but I want to try to not make things about us right now. Especially since like hip hop is like a pure like black dominated culture. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like just like a respectful thing. You kind of gotta know your place and stuff. You know what I mean?
It's reading the room. You know what I'm saying? You're reading the room. You're peeping game that. There's more important things going on, and people, this is our careers, but at the same time, people are not trying to hear that, everybody's really, like, seeing paying attention to what's going on, everybody's trying to, like, everybody's being careful, a lot of people are being careful on how they move, but a lot of people aren't, so, and you see a lot of people getting exposed, you see a lot of shit going on, and it's just like, bro, like, there's more important shit going on. And we need to pay attention. A lot of people I've been educating myself as well, like, just reading the room and, listening to what's going on, listening to what people are saying, because if not, you're just gonna, you could have a misstep and, fall off or some shit on some, like you just misinformation and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, because I remember like the first day of protesting where it was like starting to be known, like, all right, this is where we've had enough, basically. I had an interview with another artist that was, like he's black, and he was fucking heated right when we started the interview. So like we kind of just got that conversation out the way, and I got to learn a little bit more about like his insights on it. You know what I mean? Like I just have no right to really have a say in some things. But he was surprised to know that I'm actually Mexican. I'm not white. Like he was like, really? Like, right. Like you're not white, man? I'm like, nah, dude. Like I look white, but I'm Mexican. And he's like, oh damn. Okay, yeah. Well, my energy's totally like shifted a little bit. I'm like, shit. Thank God. That's the problem, man. God damn.
Word.
But I did check out the session interview that you had with Meg, and or Mel. My God, Melly. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Melly G.
Yeah, that's why I thought Meg for right off the bat. Shout out to her though, by the way, for sure.
Yeah, me levanto y hago lo que yo quiero. Peladito jugando con puro fuego. Yo solito separo de todo el juego. Donde ya hay un pachanguero, hay dinero. La lucha yo lo hago pa' mi madre. El trabajo yo lo hago pa' mi padre. Mis hermanos me apoyan en cada viaje. Mis hermanos no te digan los detalles. La escuela no tenemos.
But what's it called? Yeah, but I found out that you're also Puerto Rican and Colombian, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like, this is gonna be like the worst time to really ask this question, but I just always been curious to know. So this is not me like trying to out you or by all means, but like, what's like the Puerto Ricans have like an N-word pass or something like that?
I don't know about that.
Uh-huh.
I I mean, it's something. That's a word that's been like even like Hispanic people say here, but you know, it's still not our place to say it. At least I feel. You know, I've said it before, like, but not in a negative connotation, because I have African American friends and things like that, and they get it. But at the same time, I'm still smart enough and wise enough to know that, you know, like, it's not our place. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there's a pass at all.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting like loophole, because, you know, like, I watch battle rap, and, you know, they have a dude named there called Cortez, and he's a Puerto Rican battle rapper, and he'll be saying the N-word like crazy, and then like it wasn't until B-Dot was just like calling him out on it, and like he was still saying it, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, like I just know, me personally, I have like absolutely no access to using it, so it's like, all right, like I just know my place. I just want to understand like everybody else's point of view. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, I feel like, and especially out here, like in Miami, you know, I feel like it's something that it's been conditioned, like people just say it, and then when it comes to serious matters like the ones that are going on right now, you know, they're nowhere to be seen. They're not saying. They're not. You don't have to go protest, but like at least say something, or not even say anything, but just raise awareness and listen.
Yeah.
To what's going on. And there's people, like, you know, just living their life like it's all good, and I get it that some people don't want to engage in that because they just want to, like, like, you know, let's spread positivity and things like that, but there's not a lot of positive shit going on right now. So
yeah,
it's a matter of just, you know, being aware, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's a sensitive time, like absolutely sensitive time. So it's like, you know, your choice of words really matter in this type of day now. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Anyway,
you know, you definitely have to watch what you say nowadays, because you'd be surprised. I see people get canceled every day on Twitter.
Yeah, and like even like some of them I'll even check out, and I can't think of an example off of my head, but it's like you see what they say, and like you can see where the mix up is, but you can also like kind of tell like what they really meant. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's a sensitive time for everybody.
But you just gotta be cautious, man. Just, you know, don't just blurt out whatever you think it. You know, I feel this and that. It's like, well, you probably should have thought about that before you said it, because there's a whole different other side to that.
Yeah, hands down, man.
It's just a matter of being aware, bro, and reading the room. Reading the room, it should be like the quote of the year, bro. Read the room.
Yeah. God damn.
There's a lot of shit, you know.
Might as well name this podcast "Read the Room." Shit. God damn. Well, you know, let's dip into your music a little bit more, man, because when I got introduced to your music, it was with the Tranquilo album, you know, back in 2016. And I remember checking that out, and I was like, all right, you know, like, Miami does have really great sounds. Like, of course, everyone was hearing about it because of, like, the whole, you know, like, Raided Clan to Puya and the Buffet Boys, and, like, everybody else making noise out there. And what was it? So when I was around Zombie was type of those dudes. And like me, I started interacting with some of them, and it was like cool. But then she was showing me like you and then the Nobodies and fucking I don't know who else out there. But shout out fucking Brain Dead. Those dudes out there are pretty dope. And what's it called? And I've always like looked at it. I'm like, okay, like they have a more like experimental, artsy type of direction with their hip hop noise. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, to me, I've always, like, gave salute out there and such. So when I checked out the Tranquilo album, I'm like, all right, like, this guy's pretty dope. I dig it and stuff, you know what I mean?
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. That tape it really, like, I guess, it changed, like, the trajectory